What is up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It with me, your host, Jessica. Hope everybody's having a great day and a great week. It has been super busy lately. For those of you that don't know, we had our film festival yesterday for Rapid on Camera, and we had an amazing turnout, so thank you for everyone that came to support. And if you're not following Rapid on Camera on Instagram, you should be, because we're going to be announcing the winners in the coming week, and you definitely don't want to miss that. What's up, guys? I hope everybody's having a great day. I have been super busy lately, but today has been pretty chill, which I'm very, very glad about. I have kind of an interesting topic today. I'm going to take us back in time a little bit to my childhood, and before you think anything about that, because I know it's like a really bad thing to lead with, but lately I've just been thinking of all of the opportunities I've had, and, it really makes me think of, like, how did I get here, because if you would have told me 10 years ago, when I was 10 years old, that I'd be doing everything I'm doing now, where I would be at in college, all the opportunities I'd be taking advantage of, I would have told you that you were crazy. I mean, me being like a production major, it's something I've always been interested in, so to kind of be doing what I'm doing now, it's really fun for me. I really enjoy it, and I have a lot of fun with it, but it's still kind of crazy, and like I can't even wrap my head around it sometimes of what I've been doing lately. And I know I told you guys last week for this episode, and I want to tease it a little bit more. I'm doing a project on some of the players on the basketball team, and that is going to be something that I think really will showcase not just the sport of basketball, but the personalities behind it. Especially here at Radford, we're a big community school, and I think that it's important to kind of see the day-to-day lives of things that we enjoy doing. So, for those of you that don't know, media production in the comms department is going to be hosting a live show on April 28th. That's a Monday night, and you definitely want to be there to see all the things that all of our amazing production students have been working on. But enough of that little plug. So back to childhood. One of the things I always enjoyed watching when I was little was cartoons. I enjoyed watching a lot of shows, and my parents really exposed my brother and I to a lot of different kinds of shows and movies, which could have been one of the easier sparks of my interest in it now. But I just went on another show for RFR not too long ago, and I talked about Scooby-Doo with the host of that show, and for some reason it really got me thinking about it. And even so, how much I enjoy kind of still watching shows today and really kind of analyzing them. And I think that starts at a young age. You get something that you enjoy and you just kind of roll with it. And I feel like there's a lot of shows that you can watch anytime in your life and they're still enjoyable. I personally still watch Scooby-Doo now. Is that kind of childish? Probably. But I think it's something that also kind of takes you back to a better time, because you think that when you get older, you have all these new responsibilities and it's a lot to take on, and sometimes you just want to go back to a time when it was easier. It's weird to think about it, because when you're a child, you say, I can't wait to grow up, I can't wait to be an adult, and then you get to be an adult and you're like, man, I really just want to be a kid again. I had that thought the other day. I was doing something, and it was just one of those days, where everything's kind of piling on you at once. People are asking a lot of you, and you really have to meet that mark, which can, make you feel under pressure a lot, but you kind of adapt to it. And I just found myself thinking, it would be really nice to be a kid right now and have my biggest problem in the world be, what my storyline for my Barbies is going to be today, or something like that. So this is a little bit of your daily reminder to just kind of take it easy, and it's all going to work out. It's all going to be okay. And speaking of things working out and fresh sets, it is the beginning of April. So happy April to everybody. Be careful today. It is April Fool's, and that's definitely a little scary. So, as some people say, trust no one today. You don't know what's going to happen, and just be safe as always, but still enjoy the day. I mean, maybe you could pull a harmless little prank, but it's okay. Be smart, guys. So that's really good. I'm very excited for this new month. On an exciting note, my birthday is this weekend, and I'm really not, I don't know, I'm excited for it, but 21, it's kind of looming over me a little bit. It's you're really into your 20s now, your adult life is really starting, which, once again, back to that, it would be nice to be a kid right now, so I wouldn't have to worry about any of that stuff. But it's exciting. I think that kind of going back to that idea of all these opportunities that have been opening up lately, and I'm really exploring things and sort of kind of coming into my element a little bit, and I'm learning a lot about myself, which is good, and my interest. I had a moment the other day where I was doing something for my major, and I have a lot of fields of interest, so I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to exploring it. And I was doing something and for one of my projects, and it just clicked. Like, I was like, this is something I could definitely see myself doing as a future career. And I felt so happy in that moment, because it was truly that saying of, you do something that you love and like you'll never work a day in your life. That's how it felt. It didn't feel like a project. It didn't feel like work. It didn't feel like an assignment. It felt like I'm just doing this because I love it. And that was truly a great feeling. It really made me feel like, I'm on the right track here. I know what I'm doing, and that's a good feeling to have kind of going into it. But I'm really excited for like the future and things to come. I feel like college is kind of that awkward moment in between of growing up and like getting your life started, because you are living your life. It's a really key part of your life, but you also have so much to come. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, and it's kind of a stepping stone for you, which I feel like is really scary. But I'm really fortunate to, like I said, have these experiences. And even with media, and not just like media as a major, but even student media, I've made so many great connections with that. And like I said, my biggest regret is just not getting involved sooner, because wouldn't it be so great if like you would have had Let's Talk About It a whole year sooner? I know that everyone listening right now is like, yes, we would have loved to have a whole another year of these weekly episodes. And I know this is kind of like a second week in a row of me just talking about kind of like my experiences right now and reflecting, but I feel like this is a really heavy point in the semester too. There's a lot going on. I've had a lot going on with projects and just things in general. There's been a lot of changes. I used to hate change. I still don't like change, but I'm kind of learning to just like roll with it. And sometimes, things happen and you never would have thought that it would be good for you, but you look at it and you're like, wow, like this really just kind of fell into my lap and it worked out in the end. Like this was kind of supposed to happen to me, so that's kind of cool. But there's a lot of change coming up soon. The weather's getting nicer. I'm not sure how it could have been 70 degrees like yesterday, and now it was 45 this morning. So yes, we're still trying to find that happy medium in there, but we'll get there, I guess. So on a happier note, though, today's been going great. Lots of things falling into place, and still, of course, lots of things to come. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on everything going on with media and all of my projects, because I definitely don't want you guys to miss this. I'm very, very excited. Huge shout out to everyone that was a part of my projects to help me kind of get them off the ground and get them going, because one of the things that you learn a lot about is collaboration, and people help each other out, and that really goes a long way. It really helps get things off the ground and get them moving. So a huge thank you to all that, and of course a big old thank you to my family for always supporting me and my little endeavors that I partake in. So that's all I have for you guys today, though. But everybody have a great April. We're gonna have a great April. We're gonna say that right now. Be careful today, because it is April Fool's. And of course, as always, find something to laugh about today. Send me your jokes. I could use a great laugh, so please do that. I would love that, to hear all these little jokes. But have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys next week on Tuesday at the same time for another episode of Let's Talk About It. Bye, guys!